Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now today I'm going to be doing a discography review on one of my favourite bands of all time, the Electric Light Orchestra. So basically in these videos I basically go through the whole career from the first album to the last album, and where I can say my favourite song, least favourite song, and also give each album a score out of 10. So right, yes, in this video here, I'll just be showing the CDs that came in this box set here, very good box set. Well, only the 11 albums what there, so I won't do Zoom or any of Jeff Lynne's solo stuff. So the first one here is this album here, just called the Electric Light Orchestra, official, that's its official title, but it was issued in America as No Answer. It's because there's a story what goes that the American record company wanted to know the title of the album, so when they rang up the British company and to find out what the title was called, they got No Answer. So that's what they just wrote on the sheet, and that's what it was issued as in America. So pretty strange album, I'd say. My favourite on here is definitely 105-8 Overture. I think that is an ELO classic. And least favourite, there is a lot of not so good tracks on here. Battle of Master Moore will probably be the one I would pick out as my least favourite one here. This was the only album what featured Roy Wood on it. Well, Roy Wood kind of has an equal to Jeff Lynne, and I'm kind of glad that Roy Wood left when he did, because I feel they just got even better when he left. And I would give this album here probably about a 7 out of 10, I'd say. Next one here is ELO 2. It's called. This album here has there's only 5 songs on it, but they're all pretty good though. Favourite is Quiyama, the last track. I think that's brilliant. And my least favourite would be From the Sun to the World, Boogie number 1. And well, it's funny actually, because the first track and that one were also picked out. Well, what I picked out as the least favourite both feature Roy Wood. So right, so the 2 tracks I got on this album here, what I don't enjoy, have Roy Wood on them. So that's kind of interesting. And well, I was going to say, yeah, this album here would probably be about an 8 out of 10. I definitely think that it is an improvement, and you can kind of see the direction what they're going in. Next album here though is a classic, I think. On the Third Day here, some brilliant stuff on this album here. 10 out of 10 album for me, I'd say now. Favourite is probably Mama Ma Belle. I know it was the hit, and it's the cliche one to go for, but that's just a brilliant song. Least favourite, I was actually struggling to think of a least favourite from this album, because I really like every single song. But if I was to pick one, I'd probably say Oh No Not Suzanne as my least favourite one from this album here, but it's still a 10 out of 10 album, fantastic. The next one though, kind of, for me isn't as good as On the Third Day. They kind of went backwards a bit for me, with the album El Dorado here. I'd say my favourite is Can't Get It Out of My Head, and least favourite, probably Nobody's Child. That one didn't really grab me too much. I said, a lot the other stuff as well, and I kind of found that it was hard to get into this album for me. But I'd still give it about an 8 out of 10, because it's still good, but it just kind of was lacking something for me. Next album though, this one here is Face the Music. Bloody brilliant album here. Favourite on here would be probably Night Rider, I'd say would be my favourite, but equally it could go to Poker as well, because that's another sublime song. Least favourite, quite easy, is Down Home Town, the only track what I kind of don't like from this album, but it's still a 10 out of 10 album though for me, because the other material on it is just absolutely brilliant. Next one here though is probably the best album for me, but not my personal favourite. It is A New World Record here. Favourite on here, Telephone Line, I'd have to say would be my favourite. Yeah, again, I know it's the most popular one to go for, but there's a reason why it's one of the most popular songs. Least favourite, quite odd for me for this album here. I'd probably say Above the Clouds, but I still love that song. I still love every single song on this album here, so you can probably guess what I'm going to give it. It would be a 10 out of 10 for this one. Next we have probably the most popular album, I'd say, I still not got this on vinyl though. It is Out of the Blue. favourite on here would probably be Mr. Blue Sky. Again, like I know that it's like the popular one to go for, but it is just such a fantastic song, and like again, like well, there's a reason why it's like the most popular one. Least favourite on here, I would say, is probably The Whale. It's an instrumental track on like on like the fourth side, and didn't think that was anything too special, but still a pretty good album though. I'd probably give this a 9 out of 10. I'd say quite not quite good enough for like a 10 out of 10, but definitely like a 9 or 9.5 out of 10. It's nearly there. Next one here, they're getting into like the later albums now, is Discovery. Probably the most. This was also a very commercially successful album, like as well for them. Favourite on here is Last Train to London, I'd say, or Don't Bring Me Down. Both of those are absolutely fantastic. Least favourite, I'd say, is probably Midnight Blue. Quite a slow one. It's still pretty good though. I will give this album a 9 out of 10. So that's again like, so those were like all 70s albums there. Pretty much like at like the peak in the 70s. Now onto my my personal favourite album here is Time. Some brilliant material on here, just absolutely fantastic album. Favourite is The Way Life's Meant to Be. If you've not heard that song, I recommend you go and check that out now, because it's just a brilliant song. Least favourite, again, pretty easy here. It is Another Heart Breaks. The only slight bump in the road for this album here, but all the way through it's absolutely fantastic. So that's Time. And now onto the last two here. Kind of again, like they've kind of started like about like in like the middle, built up, and then like went back down again for these last two. First one here is Secret Messages here. But I do quite like this album here. Like again, like I like all their albums. I'd say my favourite on here is Four Little Diamonds. Pretty good rocker. And least favourite, Letter from Spain. And that one doesn't do too much for me. But again, like all in all, a pretty good album. Probably about a 8 out of 10, I'd say. But I forget to rank and give Scuff time. Time would be a 10 out of 10 for me. 8 out of 10 for this one. And finally the last album here, which is Balance of Power. And I really like this album here. Like I preferred it to Secret Messages actually. I think it's pretty good. I'd say my favourite on here is probably So Serious is a pretty good one, or Secret Lives actually. Secret Lives would be my favourite one on here. And least favourite would be Sorrow About to Fall. That song doesn't do too much for me, but this is a pretty good album though. I probably I can't give it a 9 out of 10, but probably about an 8.5. Verging on a 9 out of 10, because I think it's a very good album. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please leave down below what like your favourite ELO albums are, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.